My correct people, how on a day. My people, I tell you, strange events are actually happening in the palace of Ileife, and it's no longer strange to me because I know, yes, it will actually come to this one day. It will actually come to this one day. So they are no longer strange to me when I know that Kabiyesi is reacting in this manner this time around because we have actually waited for him. I personally have actually waited for Ooni of Ife to take this bold step over the condition of the Olori staying inside the palace of Ileife this time around because yes, it's unbecoming that yes, the prince of the palace of Ileife does not stay inside the palace of Ileife, and this mischievous grandmas in the palace of Ileife keep on bringing their own children inside the palace of Ileife, and I don't think a normal sane person will actually accept that his own biological son will not stay inside the palace of Ileife, and the other Oloris, the other wives, keep on bringing their children from the previous marriage. So, my people, I say you guys should sit tight because yes, information and reports coming out from the Odua press and also the other Yoruba bloggers and our source close to the palace of Ileife will just learn that yes, Kabiyesi has really scattered the ground presently now because we learned that Wahala really in the palace of Ileife because yes, the Oloris they really got it hot from Kabiyesi this time around. I really felt that it was only gospel that was bringing his children into the palace of Ileife, and also Blueblu and Igbi and Ebony. But presently now, we just learned from our source presently now that Igbe has a grandchild inside the palace of Ileife that is staying with her inside the palace of Ileife. So my people, I tell you this thing is actually crazy when I actually got this information that Igbe has a granddaughter that is staying with her inside the palace of Ileife. So, my people, you guys should go to the comment section because you guys will have to put your take on this matter presently now. Because Kabiyesi has really stood his ground presently now over the matter of them being with their children inside their ex-marriage, actually being with their children inside the palace of Ileife. Kabiyesi said he will not take it any longer from any of the Oloris any longer. He is no longer comfortable with them bringing their old marriage, their children into the palace of Ileife. And if you remember, non-royal children does not have to be in the palace of Ileife. The maids and every other thing can bring their children into the palace of Ileife, but non-royal children inside from Kabiyesi cannot be inside the palace of Ileife this time around. So we just learned that Ooni of Ileife has actually proclaimed it to the Oloris this time around. So it's either you leave your children, your other previous children inside the palace of Ileife and leave, or you take them out of the palace of Ileife and stay. My people, this option has really turned to something else presently now because we learned from our source that yes, we have three Oloris that are actually going through this problem presently now because we learned that the three major Oloris that Kabiyesi actually placed it on presently now are Igbe, Gospel, and also Blueblu. They said if your children will actually stay inside the palace of Ileife, that means you guys have to live inside the palace of Ileife. And we learned that the Bayogun of the palace of Ileife actually stood behind Kabiyesi to fight this matter presently now because he said yes, say they can stay in the palace of Ileife while the Oloris are inside the palace of Ileife. We learned that yeah, he was the one that actually brought this decision to Kabiyesi. Say if these Oloris actually want their children to stay inside the palace of Ileife, they should actually leave the palace of Ileife while he takes care of the children. Say he can incur the other children from the other partner that they really most of them will learn that they are yet to divorce their previous marriage. So I ponder, the thing is so surprising. How will Kabiyesi keep these people inside the palace of Ileife why they are still in their other marriage? So that is the main reason I say you guys should do well. Go to the comment section, put your own opinion as it did me feel because this paper then season, a lot is still about to go down in the palace of Ileife. So if this is your first time actually listening to me, do well to like and share and also subscribe on your notification because what I do on Hodges, I give you every rumors making out on social and the yemo out there. So we learned that this issue actually escalated this morning because we learned that Kabiyesi actually called the Oloris to order this morning. Because yes, if you remember the last topic, I actually, because I've been busy for days, information are really coming out from the palace of Ife, but I've been busy with family affair. So, but presently now we just learned that Kabiyesi has actually gone into this matter presently now because he couldn't hold it any longer. Say yes. If they want to be with their kids inside the palace of Ife, they should actually choose from their kids or them staying inside the palace of Ife. So you can easily imagine Kabiyesi telling them they should choose between him and their children this time around. My people, it's a laughable issue presently now. Don't take me wrong, don't get me wrong, but it's a laughable thing presently now, and it really offends me that Kabiyesi could stood down so low, not giving order to just sweep these Oloris and their children off the palace of Ife. This is one reason Kabiyesi could easily take and send these Oloris out of the palace of Ife. Because if the prince of the palace cannot stay inside the palace of Ife, why would the other Oloris, their children, be inside the palace of Ife? And this is really confusing because we learned that Bayogu has actually said they should leave the palace of Ife. He was the one that actually brought this thing to Kabiyesi, and Kabiyesi stood beside him because we learned that they went ahead to call all the Oloris inside the palace of Ife. And yes, the three Oloris that was mentioned, Olori Igbi, Olori Blueblu, and Gospel was mentioned. Say their children should vacate the palace of Ife this time around because we learned that yes, Calabash Carrier, her child is actually out of the palace of Ife because Kabiyesi refused accepting her back in the palace of Ife. These are one of the conditions for Prince Tadenikawo to come inside the palace of Ife and be safe in the palace of Ife. So my people, you guys should do well. Go to the comment section, put your own opinion as you deem it fit, because I tell you, it's still about to go down in that palace of Ife. And I will never blame Kabiyesi for the decision. And the bold step is actually taking precedent in that because it has gone far and wide that these Oloris are actually mischievous. They don't actually want peace for Prince Tadenikawo, for this Ooni of Ife, Obadeye, the Ojaya II. They don't want peace for him any longer, and he has actually seen the revelation because we learned that Iyanifa actually spoke about this particular thing a long time ago. Say this woman will bring in many multitudes into the palace of Ife, that Kabiyesi cannot easily know who is who inside the palace of Ife. Because if you learn the interview Kabiyesi gave some years back, Kabiyesi actually spoke about this thing. Said before he actually came into the palace of Ife, there were more than 1,500 occupants inside the palace of Ife before he came as an Oni of Ife. So he cannot chase them out, and he bringing in more people inside them. There are more than 2,000 people inside the palace of Ife. So you can imagine how many people these Oloris are actually bringing into the palace of Ife. But we learned that Kabiyesi is no longer taking it any longer because he has actually told them it's either you stay or your kids actually stay in the palace of Ife. One way or another, you guys should take your own choice this time around. So my subscribers and my returning subscribers, you guys are the really MVP. So I say you guys should do it. Go to the comment section, put your own opinion as a DMF. So I say thank you very much.